Hello to my YouTube family and friends. How are we today and how have we been? Yes, your girl tapped in with Queen Riri back for another video. Alright, y'all. So I just want to give a shout out to all my auditions out there. Hey, how y'all doing? I hope everybody out there is doing fine. And if you're new to my channel, come on in, take a seat, and consider subscribing before you leave. Okay? Alright. So today is Quick Fix Friday. And we're going to do a quick fix, okay? So if I don't get through the whole video, y'all, I apologize, but I'm going to try, okay? Yeah, but this is a good quick meal for your family. So let's get started. First of all, give me 1 second. Okay, I got some water boiling right there. That's gonna be for our hot water cornbread. Yeah. And now, let's see. I want to get the meat started. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna have some ground beef gravy today, y'all. So I'm gonna get that going. Yeah, I already done rinsed all my pots. I done washed all my veggies. I done did everything I need to do, y'all. So I can come on here and make it quick for y'all. Alright. Put that in. Okay, we're gonna throw this away. Let me wash my hands. Uh-oh, y'all. Kind of messed up. This was a skillet for the ground beef. Yeah, so we're gonna have to transfer. But we're gonna get it done, y'all. We're gonna get it done. Okay. Because I actually want to see how quick I can do this myself. Excuse me, y'all out there that don't like scraping. Give me a minute. One second, y'all. I'm coming back. Try to wash the skillet right quick. Okay, I washed it. Now we got that going. Let's get this back going. Okay. All right. Okay. Now y'all gotta excuse me for one more second. I know it's just like, but once we get it all going, you know, then maybe I won't be leaving so much. Okay, so we're gonna get this going right now. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Okay, y'all, right here I got some bacon, some Applewood bacon. I'm gonna cut it. This is gonna be for my chapters. Not all of it. Yeah, I washed the plastic of it there. Y'all already know. Come on now. I'll be playing. I like everything clean. We're going to put this up. Just a second. Let me freeze it for now. Let me wash my hands again. Okay, that way everything will be cooking and we won't do no false contamination or none of that. Get this chopped up so it can go and start cooking good. We're going to go over here to our bacon. Give me 1 second now. So I'm kind of moving this apart. Turn it down some. So it can cook, okay? This bacon is going to be for our cabbage. I've been craving this smell for a few days now, and I'm finally getting around to it. But that's a good thing, because I just gotta have it, okay? So, here I am cooking it. All right. Okay, let's get it on. Okay, y'all, right here I have a bowl, and I have some cornmeal. Okay, and I'm going to put about 2 cups in here. I think that's enough for about 8 patties. Yeah. Well, maybe not. Let's see. 2 cups is enough for probably 4 to 5 packs. But I think that's all I'll be needing. Okay, well, we're going to do 4 cups. Okay, that's about 4 cups. That way, we can get about 8 patties. Okay, 6 to 8. All right. So, these are mostly all my seasonings I'll be using, like Creole, Slap Your Mama, bay leaf, parsley flakes, garlic powder, seasoned salt, and black pepper. And I'll be frying my bread with this Crisco butter, and I'll be using this grease for something. For the gravy, y'all, for the gravy. Oh, shit. And we're missing something, and I just noticed, y'all. But I get it right now. So we're going to put about 2 teaspoons, 1 tablespoon of salt. Yeah, I like it to be a little salty, y'all. I don't like it to taste plain. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Okay, y'all, I got the flour. Y'all know I keep all my stuff in jars. It's been like that since my kids was little, since I have it. One day maybe I'll get some decorative stuff, you know, but for now, that's just how I do it. So, come on, come on, come on. So we're going to fry our bacon up. I don't know if that low. But we're going to fry our bacon up, and then we're going to get our cabbage going, okay? Now, while this is cooking, I want to get my gravy started. As soon as that water's hot enough for me to make my bread. Yeah. I wish my stove was bigger, y'all. And I could have everything going at once. But until I get them 6 to 8 hours, y'all, I gotta use my phone. Okay. Alright. So, what we need to do, we need that top. We need to put a top on the water to make the water boil quicker. So I'm just getting the top, y'all. Give me a second. I'm just getting the top for the hot water cornbread. That's going to make the water boil quicker. And then we can go on and get our cornbread mix mixed up. And then we can start frying patties. Okay? Alright. So we're just going to mix the salt in real good with this. And y'all, this is all we need. We don't need any other ingredients. Ingredients, should I say. But we don't need any more. This right here is enough. And that's why it's called quick hot water cornbread, right? Right. We're just going to get that stirred in real good. While the water getting hot. Oh yeah, this meal is going to be so good. Alright, our water should be boiling about now. Almost. Ground beef is cooking nice and quick. That's a plus. Yeah, so we're getting on down through here, y'all. Okay. Okay, give me a minute, y'all. Be right back. All right, y'all, I am back. I am waiting on an important phone call, y'all. So if that phone call comes, I'm going to have to go to part 2. I ain't going to have no other choice. Because it's from Atlanta. And it's a business. And it's important. So excuse me if I have to cut short, y'all. Excuse me. And I'm trying to get it done as quick as I can. Water is just taking a minute, ain't it? Our ground beef is beating with water. Unbelievable. And the water was first. Tell y'all, this is gonna be bomb diggity. It's gonna be bomb diggity. Bomb diggity. Alright, y'all. Yeah, and I want my water to be hot, y'all. That's how it feels. So I don't want it just to be hot. I want it to be boiling hot. So I'm not gonna put it in until it's boiling hot. Okay. All right. See if we put the top on here. Let me rinse the top. Hold on. Alright, y'all, I'm washing my hands. Give me a sec. Alright, y'all, our water is boiling. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to use this, y'all. I don't see nothing else. So I'm gonna take that off. Take our water. And we're gonna pour it in here. And then we're gonna go to get the consistency we want. Before we're done, let me move that out. Okay. Put this for here for now. So we're looking for a certain consistency so we can make the pads. You don't want it too watery, so. Okay, we're gonna need more water. Okay. Set. we was to get it too watery, we would just have to add some more cornbread in, y'all, to make it thicker. That's all. But we try not to do that, okay? Okay. So we getting there though, y'all. Not quite shit. Just a little bitty more water. And then we should have it. And that's what you have to work for when you're making hot water cornbread, y'all. You can't make it too watery, and you just have to get that certain consistency where you can make some patties up. Okay? Basically, that's how it works. Okay? All right. There where we want to be. That is it, y'all. And it's looking good. Okay. So that's our consistency we want, y'all. Right there. Now we want to get this ground beef out, so I'm going to rinse it. Check it out. So we can get the gravy started. Give me a second here. Turn that off. We're going to rinse this. Be right back. Almost done, y'all. Alright, y'all, so I'm done with that. Now, what we want to do is get our gravy started. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So I'll be making my gravy in this. Yeah, we gotta have lots of gravy, y'all. Okay. I don't know why our bacon's taking so long today, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. 1 second. It's on hers too. Put it back. All right, I'm back. Oh. If y'all only knew, I'm going through it right now. But I ain't gonna talk about it. Another day. All right, y'all. Let's see. We want to get the gravy started and we want to fry the fast. Go on and get the gravy started on the animal fast. But I don't want to wait too long because I don't want that to get cold. So we're going to put some grease in here and basically at the bottom of the pot, this is probably like maybe about 5 or 6 tablespoons. I don't know if y'all can see. And then when that get hot, we're gonna put our flour in. Just gonna cover that up. Okay. Probably about 4 tablespoons, y'all. 6. So that good. Okay, y'all, I need probably like half a teaspoon more. I'm just gonna wipe this off so I can dip it in my pan one more time. Yeah, that should be. And then, y'all, we want to stir it until it browns. I'll show y'all in a minute. This is what it looks like now, and it's starting to brown. And y'all can see the consistency, and you just keep stirring, okay? All right. And then we're going to add some water in. Okay. All right, y'all. This is ready, so I'm gonna go put some water in it right now. All right, y'all. So it's watery now. I put about 4 cups of water in there. Just gonna stir it up here. Hold on, y'all. I'll take care of that. Alright, I'm back. Like I said, y'all have no idea what I'm going through today. Oh, shucks. Okay, now that we got that going, I hope y'all can still hear me over the fan. Now that we got that going, we're going to add some vegetables, some of these to the gravy. And what we want to add to that, we want to add 1 Anaheim pepper. And we want to add some red bell peppers. I cut up a half, by the way. And we want to add a whole green bell pepper. And we want to add a whole onion, okay? And then we're going to keep these 2 for our cabbage, alright? Alright. Now we're going to stir that in. And we're going to let that cook, y'all. Now to make some good gravy, you should always let it cook anywhere from 1 hour to 1 hour and a half. And let all those flavors get in there, you know? Let's try cutting that off. Maybe it's okay now. Okay? Alright. Our bacon is almost ready. We're going to put this on the back out. Let that slowly cook. And then we're going to get our patties started. Frying them up in here. And let that get hot now. And anyway, y'all, this is really a quick meal. A good meal. A good, soulful, cooked meal. Okay? So if that's what you're looking for, just know. Okay, I got like a half a can of Crisco, y'all. I'm probably going to be using about all of it. Okay, because I want my patties to be crispy and taste buttery, just with that flavor, just good. So that's what I'm working for. I think I'm going to put a top over this gravy. Just going to use this one for the meantime. Now the mustard is kind of all mixed up, right? I think that's going to work. Shucks. Shucks, shucks, shucks. Alright, for now, y'all. So, leave that for a little bit. I'll start I guess I'm not. Alright, y'all. I think the bacon is just about ready. It's just about, y'all. Let me show y'all right quick. See? It's just about ready. Oh, y'all can smell this kitchen. It smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna rinse this one more time, y'all. I don't know if I got the flour in it or what. Probably just time to just turn it in, you know, because that pot right there is pretty old. So this is probably that time. I do need a new set, y'all. I know. Hopefully soon I'll be getting one. I try to hold on to this red skillet because it was so big. You know, I need a big skillet. And I need a cast iron skillet, y'all. That's what I really need. I have a little bitty one, but I need like a big one. Ooh, cast iron cooks so good, y'all. Then I had one, I don't know what happened really to it. I had a cast iron pot too. And I went to a family function one time. And I took a neck bone stew, and I ended up leaving my pot, and I promised them I would come back and get it. When I went back to get it, they didn't know what I was talking about, couldn't find it, so I don't know whatever happened to it either. So anyway, I need to get that again too. But the thing about that belonged to my grandma, and I was trying to hold on to it. But so I learned, when you go to family functions, you know, cook the food, then go buy them silver pans from the dollar store, whatever, put your food in there. That way you won't like have nothing disappear out your collection, or however you want to say. You can hold on to it, okay? All right, y'all. So it is time to start adding the cabbage. So we're going to start adding that, and then I'm going to get my and you just add the cabbage in like that, just on top, y'all. It's gonna be like kind of like a fried smothered cabbage. Okay. So that's what we're doing with that. Just gonna turn this off right quick, y'all. So, hold on. Turn this off right quick, and I'll be right back, y'all. Hold on. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Let me wash my hands right quick. Alright. We're gonna get some more cabbage off in here, y'all. And as it cooks down, y'all, then we add more. Okay. So for now, we're gonna let that cook down. Alright, now we're gonna get this turned back on and get these patties made. Oh, that gravy smelling good, y'all. Y'all, my daddy used to make this meal. Y'all should already knew that. You know how your parents made stuff and they no longer here, and then one day you be like, "Oh, I gotta make that. I miss that." And yeah, I think mine tastes so much like it is now. He did make his hot water cornbread with butter grease, but it did have crispy edges. It was soft on the inside, the way I like it, and that's the way I make it. So mine just happened to taste better than his. It's more crispy or not better. And before I start buying Crisco, y'all, I used to put a cube of butter with my grease and make my own Crisco butter. Yeah, so when I came in contact with the Crisco butter, I was like, oh, yeah, it was way more easier. My gravy is back here thick, y'all. Now all gotta happen is the vegetables gotta get tender. Right about now, we're gonna add our bay leaves. Okay. You wanna add like 3 or 4. That's 1, that's 2. Oops, that's 3. And that's 4. You know, you very seldom catch them where they're whole, so sometimes you have to like add a little here or there, whatever. Okay? Alright. I think I got some parsley. Parsley flakes, y'all, for the gravy to bring out that taste you get. And it's kind of like Thanksgiving when you put the celery and stuff with the gravy for the stuffing. Yeah, kind of like that. And then we're gonna put some garlic powder. We're gonna let all these just cook in there. Yes, yes, yes. Now we need some slap your mama. Oh my God, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Because when I first tried this in my gravy, now that's what I'm talking about, right there. It was so good. It was. Yeah. So yeah. We're going to put some there. Okay. Some seasoning salt. Okay. And we're going to put some black pepper. Okay. And I finally got me a new black pepper, y'all. I have some left in the old container. And this is kind of coarse. So I'm going to use some of this because it's more powdery. Okay. All right, y'all. And then we're just going to let that cook. Oh, that's going to be so bomb. We're going to let that cook. All right. So now we're going to get started with these patties. Just taking, and it's hot. You know, usually you can have like a cold bowl of water or something. So I'll show y'all. I'm so used to like rinsing my hands out of the sink, y'all. I don't really use the cold bottle of water, but I'm gonna use it today for y'all. And I usually have something bigger than this, like a pie pan or something, so I can put my hands flat. Excuse me, y'all, one more second. Oh, wash my hands again and again and again and again and again. Okay, so you just kind of take you however much you want. You want big patties, little patties. Now this one right here is gonna make like a medium size, and that's what I want. And then you just kind of fold it. I don't know how thick you might like it. Let me show y'all. This is about the consistency, the thickness, and everything that I like my hot water cornbread. So I'm just going to throw that in there. We're going to turn that on a minute before the alarm come on again. Hopefully it won't. I didn't realize my grease was so hot. You know, everything else taking so long. And you just basically pat them up like that. Put them in the skillet. Now what you don't want to do is have some wet hands or wet patty like and put it in there because your grease gonna pop over you, pop everywhere. So you don't want to do that. No, it smells so good in here. I kid you not. And normally I want to use white rice with this meal because that's what I'm used to. But I couldn't find my white rice today. Give me a second. I'm not sure if I used it up or what, but I could not find my white rice, so I got to use brown rice, y'all. So that's what I'll be using today. And basically, y'all, that's it. That's all you have to do to get your hot water cornbread. Then you let it cook a little bit, get crispy, and take it out. Okay? That's it. Now, we can add our peppers now to our cabbage. Now my bacon really didn't make enough grease for this, so I'm probably going to end up adding some grease. I don't know yet. But it's cooking pretty well right now. And the less greasier, the healthier. So we're going to just see how it plays out. Okay? Alright. Get this. Start taking those patties out. They are ready. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Alright. So there's our first one. Pretty crispy. Here's our second one. Pretty crispy. And our third one is still cooking. We're going to turn it. Oh y'all, please be careful. I usually have a long fork doing that. So I think we're going to get about 7, y'all. I think we're going to get about 7 patties. So what's going on today, y'all? What y'all got in store for today? It was Friday. A lot of people get paid. A lot of people got payday going on today. Okay? I hear you. Well, that's a good thing. Let's go and see if we can add some more cabbage. I don't know. Friday is like movie night for me. Even if I went to the theater, you know. I think a good time to do that is on a Friday. Okay, y'all, we almost got all our cabbage in here. Let me see if I could just go on and put it all in here. I believe so. Look at that. Yeah, now we got it all in there. We can move this. Don't have to worry about that. On the top of it. Keep the fork. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. Look at that gravy, y'all. Can y'all see that? So nice and thick. We're going to put about a tablespoon of beef broth in there. Give me a second. To bring out the extra flavor and make it really good. Okay. Now you got to consider all the salts and stuff you put in, so you really don't want to put that much. So I'm just going to put this level tablespoon in. Yeah. And that's it. Okay. Okay, give it a little stir. While the cornbread is ready to come out, y'all. That's number 3. gonna hit turn. Then we can add another one. Our gravy is looking super good, y'all. Y'all want me to show y'all? Alright, let me show y'all. Look at that gravy, y'all. Look at that. Don't that look good? And it ain't got the meat in it yet. It's just cooking all the flavors in. That's all we doing right now. And they just get all them flavors in there. And then we'll put the meat in. Yeah, I think I got enough for 2 more. I said 6 to 8. I was just going for 7, but if we get 8, that's cool too. Got another one ready. We have another one ready. So this will be the end. We're gonna hot out the cornbread. Yeah, we will be getting to it. Two. That is it for the bread. Told y'all we getting on down through here. I hope y'all still with me. Yeah. Hope y'all still with it. That's a pretty big one. Gonna put that in there. Now we done with this. We done with this. So we'll put these over here in the sink. We don't want that cornmeal to dry up around that bowl, so we're going to put a little water in it. Keep that from happening. So when we wash it, it'll be easy to wash, you know. Make things easier on us, you know, not hard. Yeah. Turn this. Oh, yeah, it's coming together, y'all. Now we're going to put this cabbage going. Cook it fast enough. We're going to go on and season it now, y'all. It's starting to cook. We're going to go on and put some seasoning to it. We're going to put some black pepper. gonna put some seasoning salt. And we're gonna put some garlic powder, y'all. Now this is how I am used to really eating cabbage. I know like 3 more ways to make it when you put the bell peppers or the onions, but this right here is the way I really, really love it, because this is the way I grew up with it. Like my dad used to always cook it like this. So this is the way I learned to make it. Even though I done made it other ways, this is the way I learned to make it. So this way tastes the best to me. Now some things change, like my daddy potato salad, nah, couldn't beat mine. I think I make the best potato salad. And I kind of came up on that through the years of growing up and adding stuff and doing stuff. You know how it is when we learn how to cook, right? Right. So I kind of taught myself that. But all right, y'all, we getting on down through here. Getting on down through here, y'all. Getting on down through here. Now our gravy looks like it's about ready for us to add our ground beef. So I'm gonna add that. Last but not least, y'all, I just gotta cook about 2 cups of rice and dinner will be done, okay? I didn't mean for it to take so long, I didn't, with all the interruptions, but here's what it is. We're gonna go in and add that ground beef to our pot. Please be careful if you're reaching over another pot. Don't want you to get burnt. See, and then sometimes the pot that got the grease, somehow it'll get some water or something in it that make it want to pop. And until that grease wear it off, it can pop. So I ain't in no rush to get back there now, because I'm not trying to get burned. I really ain't in a rush to get in here either, but I'm going to go and take this one out. It's done. And these other 2 are about done too. All right. So we can get them out the way, and we can get this rice going. Hey, hey, hey. What a good old day. Yes, yes, yes. You know what? Since I don't need, well, yeah, I do. I need a little more rice than that. I'm going to use this pot. And I know all y'all got a leftover can y'all use for y'all leftover grease. If y'all don't, then I do. But yeah, I save that leftover grease. It comes in handy every now and then. Turn that off. We are done with the bread. That's my big one, y'all. I had to push it into the pot. I'm going to take this off and this out. This out, this hot. And I want to really, I'm just going to set it up. I really want to take this grease out of it right now, but it's too hot. So we're going to let that just kind of cool. And I'm going to go on and, give me a minute, y'all. I'm going to get about 3 cups of rice. That's all we need. About, hopefully. So I'm going to do that. Put a little salt and water so it don't stick. Hopefully it'll come on everything. And basically, y'all, this is like our meal. It's so delicious and nutritious. Yeah. So for the rest of the day, y'all, what I'm gonna do today is just probably clean up, take my hair down, you know, and that's probably about it. Yeah, go outside, water the plants. Y'all know how I do it. Yeah, 'cause I think, well, yesterday was Thursday. I usually water my plants on Thursday, and I didn't get to water them. But the ones outside, they get watered like 3 times a week. So, yeah, I think it's about that time. I ain't been keeping up with my days lately, y'all. And so much other stuff I've been doing. Like, I ain't even been home for the last 2 or 3 days. I like do a video and run out the door. I've been so busy. That's what I've been doing. So I'm just gonna taste this, y'all. Make sure all my seasonings is good, and I'll be right back. Okay? Okay, I washed my spoon, and we can use a little more seasoning salt. And I know, I thought I put enough salt, so I even put slap your mama. And y'all know what, just to give it a little kick, I'm gonna put some Creole in there. Well, no I'm not. I'm gonna put a little Creole in my cabbage, to make the cabbage a little hot. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I know there's a few kids and they don't want to burn. I don't want to burn their mouth with the gravy and the rice. So, yeah. I'm just going to not make that too spicy. Even though they think they soldiers, y'all. They think they can eat hot sauce. And I tell them, it ain't good for them. It's going to start to grow. It's not good for their system. But you know, with manufacturers making all this hot chips and all that, you know, it's very little you can really contribute, say, to a child when it comes to hot stuff. Because basically, they whole growing experiences with hot, you know. So I can only say so much. Y'all look at this cabbage. That's what I'm talking about. Oh. Let's put you over here, Pepper. Let you start cooking. butter is almost ready. And I am so happy. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Mm. Yeah, we just get it popping with the brown rice for today because I couldn't find the white rice, which I'm used to white rice, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna put this up right now, my flour, y'all. Just give me a second because I don't need them no more. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I am back. Y'all. So basically, our cabbage is almost done. Our gravy is basically done. And our bread is done. And now we got our rice we're going to do. And I've been cooking now, y'all, for an hour and about almost 15 minutes. I know that's kind of long. But like I said, really, it's a good, soulful, good dinner. And it's quick because it's not all in. Basically, they've been done about the same time. And like I said, if I just would have had a little more room, I could have got my rice going at the same time. And basically, right now, everything would be ready. Because our gravy is done. I'm just letting it simmer. Our cabbage is fried, y'all. It is basically done. Hopefully those peppers let out enough aroma for them. Let's taste, season. So y'all, it's about time to eat. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all think it was quick or not, but I think it was quick because it was a soulful whole meal. You know, you got your meat, you got your veggies, you got your starch, your rice, you got your bread. You know, so basically, and then with the dairy, we just gonna say like because of the butter Crisco, you got your dairy. But basically, you have all your 5 food groups in this meal, and that makes it a good meal, a good healthy meal, and then it's some good soulful food. So can't beat that. You just can't beat that. So I hope one day, you know, y'all get in the kitchen and conquer this, because y'all is gonna love it, love it, love it, love it. Let me tell you. It's going to be so good. I know some of y'all out there already probably cooking it now. I'm knowing. I'm not doubting. I'm not. Oh my, y'all. Oh my. I just have to show y'all this cabbage. I just have to. Because it just looks so good. Look at that cabbage, y'all. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that. It just looks so good. And it's going to be so what y'all call some fried cabbage, y'all. You put all that water and boil it like you do when you add it to neck bones and stuff, you know. Totally a different taste as well. And now our water is ready for our rice. Y'all, I apologize. I don't really measure. Kind of measure with the pot. That's my way of measuring. Kind of measure like the bottom of it. But let's see. I'll tell y'all about how much I put in. About 1, 2. Okay. We got about three cups of rice in there, and I don't think it'll handle no more because it's gonna cook all the way to the top already. But y'all, once y'all rice water get boiling, and y'all get ready to make y'all rice, that's how you do it, you know. And that is wheat rice. So it's gonna have a lot of little things floating to the top at the end of the week. But it's real helpful for you. Really does. This brown rice is also real good. The water for your hair. I ain't used rice water in a while, y'all, on my hair, but it makes it so soft and shiny, you know. And I can say it makes it stronger too. Yeah, because my hair, usually when it's wet or something, if I try to comb through it, it just kind of breaks it off because it just jumps and tangles back up. But I can honestly say if I use the rice water, then it don't do that. It's more like it'll just comb through and just kind of be like wavy. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, y'all, that's all we're waiting on now is our rice. Everything else is pretty much done. And I'll just leave my thumbnail with everything made, and y'all can see. I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. We all know that rice, you know, don't take that long. We kind of know, everybody know how to do rice, right? If you don't, and you want me to make a video on cooking rice, let me know. I will. I have no problem with that. You know, when I first started out cooking noodles, rice, all that, it kind of takes a little getting used to. And I think it's because of the starch in there. You know, a lot of people think you don't have to use hot water, but when you don't use hot water, it kind of sticks together, and then sometimes you end up with a pot of glue. Right? So anyway, just let me know if you need some help with that, and I'll be glad to do a rice video or noodles or whatever, okay? All right. And about them other videos, y'all, that y'all requested, they're coming. Just give me time to get around to it. They're coming. I'm sure it won't be long, and I'll get to it, okay? All right. So y'all remember to stay safe out there, stay out of trouble, look after your little ones. And again, I want to thank y'all for coming. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you can pat it, you can slap it, you can swoop it, you can hit it. But make sure you tap it. Okay? That notification bell to get upcoming videos. Tap in with Queen Riri. Okay? Alright. And as always, I love to see y'all come in, and I hate to see you go. But until the next time, prayers up and blessings down. And may God bless you and keep you safe. And thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, peace out. Later.